Welcome to Fabulously Flawed, where the perfectly imperfect come to shine. Marni, along with her sensational sidekick Taylor, are the mother-daughter duo that puts the fun in dysfunction. Every episode, we unpack the chaos of mental health while sprinkling in the sass of pop culture. We're here to share stories, laughs, and lessons that remind you to embrace your quirks and to never, ever let anyone dull your sparkle. So join us as we celebrate the beauty of being fabulously flawed. Let's get real, let's get raw, and let's get ready to add a little extra shimmer to your day.
Hey, fabulously flawed friends, fabulous listeners, fabulous everybody. Welcome to Fabulously Flawed. I am your host, Marni, and joining me is my sensational sidekick, dazzling daughter, Taylor.
Oh, that one was cute.
Right? It was simple. It was
simple, not cringy, and
not
I
cringe.
like how you added the S and the D's.
Sure did.
You mix it up a little bit. Diversity, we love it around here.
I figured out less is more.
Yeah.
Less is more.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. I love it. Yeah.
So we are in just great moods because we're alive and we are just loving life. And I'm loving life because in 1 month, Wicked.
Yeah,
Wicked.
1 month from today.
So this episode is just called Wicked.
Yeah, we are tremendously excited. I feel like
Is an understatement.
It is an understatement. I feel like I need more to describe how we're feeling.
First of all, Hoda's on the screen. Look at her friendship bracelets. I know. We'll get to Taylor Swift.
Right, we have to talk about that for sure.
Of course, because she was in Miami and we were so close, but we'll get there.
6.3 miles away, but that's okay. We'll see her again.
Because I do not. Okay, you have been blessed. Let's just.
Oh, okay. I have been extremely blessed and fortunate to see the Eras Tour 3 times.
Yes,
which is a lot of times.
Wait, which is the one when she came in that little crane in front of you?
That was the Red Tour in 2013.
Oh man, I would have loved to have gone with that.
You know what? Funny you mentioned that. Red came out 12 years ago today.
Shut up.
Like October 22nd, 2012.
That's so random.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
The celebration of Taylor Swift, of Wicked, of women in the music industry. Yeah.
And then you went to Kansas City last year and you were basically on the stage.
Yeah, so I was fortunate enough to snag second row tickets before they cost $10,000 resale. I mean, face value, they're obviously not that much, but I paid not $10,000 to sit second row.
Now, the prices I'm going to tell you in a second were outrageous, but I just looked up New Orleans to see what it was. They are so much cheaper in the lower levels.
Wait, I cannot believe you said that. I don't even know if I told you, but like Brie and I were talking about it, and we're very serious about saying that we want to go to her NOLA shows. Okay, so Brie and I are like very serious about wanting to go to her NOLA shows because I'm lucky enough, for those who are not listening, to have a home in North Florida that we could use as a pit stop, and it breaks up the drive evenly.
That's true.
Oh, we've already talked about it. So we are hoping to buy NOLA tickets at face value because there are like Taylor Swift accounts that sell it.
You don't understand. Here in Miami, tickets were 12,000.
No, it was
18,000 to be up in the upper section. It was 3,000 to start with.
It was asinine. It was ridiculous. So we didn't make it there.
But we're still watching to see if the ticket's going to drop because of course it does. It's right before showtime. Who wants to have no sale of tickets? They did. These people did not lower the prices.
Yeah, we would check at 8 p.m., 7:30, like right either when Taylor went on or right before she went on each night.
Sorry for that. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's okay. And they did drop a little bit the first night, but come night 2 and 3, they stayed the same. And it was like super defeating because it's like, what the fuck? How did that happen? And
then it started to drop at like 8:30, 9 o'clock. What do you do? Go just for karma?
Right. But then you can't even get into the show past 9:30.
Oh, so this was just so, you know what?
It was
shame on
a whole
them.
mess. You know what? Everyone's super mad at Ticketmaster because there were rows of empty seats at her shows in Miami. Rows. And then
because they couldn't get rid of the tickets. They were greedy fucks.
Exactly. And people were saying that they saw like at the last minute like what looked like businessmen and women showing up, like not really caring. You can tell that their company like obviously invited them and they weren't real Swifties and whatever. So people are upset, and I'm included because she is the demand for Taylor Swift is just, you can't even put it into words.
Then maybe there should be a law where you can only buy like 10 tickets max or something.
And in Europe, they have resale laws. Like, you can't list a ticket for $12,000. What the fuck is that? It's just capitalism and greediness in America.
And then the groups we go on, it's like Taylor Swift tickets. You know, oh, we're Swifties. We won't overprice you.
Oh, everything's a scam.
And so many
I got
people
scammed. I didn't lose any money, but I was almost about to be scammed several times. So I obviously didn't buy tickets to be on the safer side.
And then we were saying you saw her also in Europe, in Paris.
Right. So, yeah. So I was fortunate enough to see her, you know, the first leg of the Eras Tour back in 2023 in Kansas City, second row, which was a life-changing experience. And then I was very, very fortunate and lucky to see her in Paris twice, night 2 and 4.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. So, and then I got to see that her European leg of the tour, which included the mashups, the surprise songs, the Tortured Poets Department set. So I did get to see the new version of the Eras Tour.
Okay.
You know what? And I'm so grateful for that. And I wasn't sitting here crying all weekend that I wasn't going. I was obsessed on my phone.
Yes.
Like, I was addicted to finding tickets, but I wasn't sitting there crying. Like, Brie and I still went out to dinner and enjoyed our weekend.
I was so happy Saturday we were sitting here after my Barnes & Noble book signing.
Yeah, which we'll totally cover.
After,
I just wrap it up with Taylor Swift.
No, because it just blew my mind. But what I saw was the cutest thing. I think it was in Turnberry. It was like called Luxury Get Ready Girls. And a whole group of them, like 8 to like 12 maybe, in their glitter and their sequins and the whole day of getting ready.
No, that's the best part of the Eras Tour is the whole day, the experience.
You go there. And you could go into any hotel that had a Taylor Swift fan group and you could give a girl a friendship bracelet and be bonded forever.
No, it's the best thing. And I hate when I see on the internet people
make fun. It's like, really?
Make fun of Swifties when we're the happiest, best
They're
people.
They're going to rule the world because you know why? All they do is want friendship and love.
I know.
And want to be healed by Queen. My God, she is now. She is Oprah. You've left. You are
the building.
My building, everyone's building. Ugh, Oprah.
I know.
Taylor Swift, you have now taken
new
the throne.
Millionaire.
You are. She's our religion. Taylor Swift is a religion, to be honest with you.
It absolutely is. So I just want to say that, you know, I'm so happy she's back to finish out the Eras Tour. I'm happy for her to get this break. I'm happy that she has all this success.
I think my favorite part of the Eras Tour in Miami was watching Jason with his little girls walking through the parking lot, Jason Kelsey, with Wyatt and Kylie holding the merch bag. Like, they were in line buying the merch, wearing the flip-flops. And then
like commoners.
And then he was dancing to
I Can Do It With a Broken Heart. He was headbanging to that. He was living his best life. He's the best.
And then he fell asleep. Yes. God love him. But you know, it's like when he had the mask on after the Super Bowl and his dance, he's just
the Matador mask.
He's just America's favorite guy.
No, he truly is. And his success and his fame post-career
did not get to his head.
No, it didn't. But I'm saying his now major success is coming his post-football career. And
which is fabulous.
Which is life works in crazy, unexpected ways. And there's no one more humble and deserving than a good guy like Jason.
Watching him hold the merch bag with the little girl
I know,
and
you
sparkles.
haven't stopped talking about that.
Because it was like people in the car filming and going, what the fuck are we watching? Like, how are they being so normal?
No, I said that to you too. I said to Dad, I'm like, I can't believe. And he's like, well, he's Jason Kelsey. No one really recognizes him. I'm like, Dad.
At a Taylor
Swift. Yeah, he forgot that it was a Taylor Swift concert. Where, like, maybe if he was at Publix, you know, swarms of people wouldn't come up to him. But at Taylor Swift concert, people know Taylor's cat's uncle's friend.
Yeah, they know the lineage of everything.
You would know who Jason Kelsey is. So that was awesome.
One of the dresses a girl wore was the crumpled piece of paper.
Oh, no, I didn't.
Yeah. And I'm like, I think we just discovered Halloween if I just gave that away. Dang it.
One of my favorite outfits that people have been doing since the Tortured Poets Department came out is wearing white dresses and bringing a Sharpie and having girls write the name of the smallest man who ever lived, like, to them, like, you know, guys who have broken their heart probably.
Oh, my God.
Which I love. And you see, like, girls, like 5 girls around a girl at once signing their names. And it's so cute. I love girlhood. I do.
Because everybody's there. No one's in competition. No one's saying, oh, my outfit's better than yours. It's like folklore, evermore. Like,
I know. It's not a competition at all. It's all the opposite of that, in fact.
Exactly. The world should have more fucking Swifties, and there would be a lot less problems.
I know. So bottom line is we are obsessed, addicted, adore Taylor Swift more than we can express.
And fellow Aussians.
Yeah, time to transit. I love how we're like, this episode is called Wicked, and of course Taylor Swift just like took over our
But here's
minds.
the thing, as I always say in every episode, and I tell you to picture yourself in a bubble, protect your bubble, don't let anyone burst your bubble. Galinda coming in, starting Wicked in her bubble, that she will not let anyone burst. So hello, fellow Aussians.
Yes, guys, when my mom says don't let anyone burst your bubble, she means
Literally, don't let anyone burst your physical bubble.
So when you guys hear my mom say don't burst your bubble, she literally means put yourself in the bubble that Glinda is in.
Correct.
Like
Imagine yourself.
Don't know what it looks like and put yourself there. That is my mom's vision for you.
One of those igloos that came out during COVID. People would sit in those clear igloos and have dinner.
In like New York City.
Correct. Put yourself, imagine yourself in that. And if a person's energy is the equivalency of a pin that could pop the bubble, why would you want them? Gone.
Ditch.
It's not
throw
worth
them
it.
out.
Yeah,
Chuck them on the side of the road. They're done.
Because you know how long it took to blow up that bubble to be in? It took a long time. So you're going to be very protective of anyone.
Decades. It's half a life for my mom.
Studio. Mine should look like a disco ball, actually, because I have 50.
Oh my God. Your bubble is a disco ball, Mom.
My bubble is duh.
Hello, just picture a giant Dancing with the Stars ball and how they could have like a little side door.
Yes, that is so perfect, hey.
Okay, hello. You're not a bubble. You're a giant disco ball. Just picture the giant Dancing with the Stars disco ball and how you could insert like a little door on the side of it.
Pause. Dancing with the Stars is tonight. Taylor will recap it tomorrow. We just have to mention tonight's Dancing with the Stars night.
Yes.
Okay, keep going.
Okay, well, now that you mention it, give me 30 seconds to just talk about it. And action. It is Disney night, one of the best nights because the theme is it goes hard. The budget is so high. Everyone is excited. Spirits are high. The costumes, the set design, everything is phenomenal. And team dances are back. 4 verse 4. Team 1 is Phaedra, Dwight, Steven, and don't kill me. I'll come back to that. And then the other team is
a dance off.
Yes, the other team is Alona, Jen, Joey, and Chandler. So who am I missing? Dwight, Steven,
it's a West Side
Phaedra,
Story.
and shit. Oh my God, Mom, I'm totally forgetting a contestant. Danny, thank you. He always slips.
The football player?
Yeah, he always
he's
slips.
Gonna go home tonight,
He always slips through the cracks for me, and I think Phaedra's going home. Anyway, I'm so excited, and I know that's, my 30 seconds is up.
Okay, my fellow Aussian. So I picture myself as a now human disco ball, but if you put yourself in a clear bubble like Galinda enters our world. Hello.
And you know what I also picture too when we talk about like floating in a bubble is Brittany Snow as Amber in Hairspray coming down in that like swing.
Yes. So we're protecting ourselves in our imaginary fictitious bubble that I literally truly think I live in a bubble, and if anyone's energy is gross, it's like
You do kind of live in a bubble, but you know what? It's brought you peace.
Yes, just like when I first saw Wicked. Okay, so now to have my baby girl who was born into Wicked, you don't know anything.
Yeah, it's all I've heard since I was 5 years old. Yeah.
You were 3 when it came out, and then of course when we went to see it on Broadway, it was too young. You were too young to appreciate it.
Guys, I was 7. I had not a clue what was going on.
I know.
I fell asleep at intermission.
And you know what? We had seen Hairspray the day before, which was so high energy.
Yes, I loved that show. You got us like second row or first row for Hairspray. And for Wicked, we were pretty close too. We were like 5th or 7th
After
row.
Billy Joel's people found me and gave me front row when I gave my...
What? Billy Joel?
Taylor, I've told this story 500 times.
I'm sorry, I only know about the Letterman thing.
Okay, Tay. Okay, not to go away, but this is one of the coolest fucking stories ever, and this is the reason why I never sit anywhere far. It was 1993 or 94.
I'm sorry, Mom. I thought you said I was thinking Billy Joel's people found you and gave you tickets to Wicked.
No.
Oh, I know how you got front row at the concert in the 90s.
Correct. But they came up to me. So that show, I looked behind me and I said, oh, I'll never be back there. I will only sit. And then Rent came out. And when I saw Rent in second or first row, Idina, who's been my god forever.
Oh my God, you're so lucky you got to see her as Maureen.
Oh, you
On Broadway.
bet your ass, and she, pulls her pants down. But I have loved her forever. And Rent, that show taught me live in the moment, but years to understand it. And then Wicked, Elphaba. Like, you don't understand. I am Elphaba. When I saw that show, I have been misunderstood Elphaba too. People have mistaken my good deeds and still got mad at me. No good deed goes unpunished.
You really resonate with Elphaba.
it
You've been
changed
saying
my
that
life.
forever. No, guys, you don't understand. My mom is like addicted to Wicked, like obsessed.
That's
She's
why
seen
I
it a
wrote-
million times.
I lost count, and that is why I even put an acknowledgement in my book to Stephen Schwartz for creating the music and the
Did Stephen Sondheim do the music for Wicked?
no, it was Stephen Schwartz.
Oh, I didn't know if he was the composer.
No.
Oh, okay. Do
No,
you know
no.
who Sondheim is?
Yeah,
really
but
famous.
I know, but I don't think in present present day.
Well, that was 20-something years ago. Is he? I was sorry. I don't know my Broadway knowledge that well.
Okay.
Gosh, you got like really offended there.
because I think we're talking back. Like Sondheim is like, I'm not exactly sure, but I know in the song "To Anything Taboo."
Yeah.
This
Oh, you're right. Okay, let me see. Okay, so he was born in 1930 but died in 21. So he could have been very much making music at 70 years old.
That's true.
Sorry,
That's true.
gosh.
You're right. Okay, I guess I just love Stephen Schwartz so much, and he wrote me
Yeah,
back.
I'm not discrediting him.
sorry,
but
it's
I didn't
okay,
know
it's
if
okay.
Sondheim had any.
It's okay. So Stephen Schwartz actually wrote me back thanking me and everything, but they don't understand the magnitude of the trauma, what I have gone through as a woman, how that show, what is Wicked to you?
To me, a story about friendship and being, misunderstood and breaking through barriers to show the world who you really are and to not mess with you and that you're awesome and perfect no matter what anyone says.
Basically, Elphaba was fabulously
But
flawed.
I think friendship is one of the main themes of the show, which I love so much because having that one true friend is so important, and that's what Elphaba and Glinda became to each other.
Do you know what's funny? On the surface, toss, like Glinda was just this perfect pink everything, and then by default, poor Elphaba was born green. Her dad didn't love her, want her. Her sister was mean to her, Nessa Rose. I mean, it was just poor Elfie.
I know. And you could see from, they're coming out with, teasers, more and more teasers as we get closer. And to me, Ariana Grande as Glinda was the most perfect casting
No, I can't.
ever. She is so good. And I think I mentioned it. I think I did mention it on here, but people were saying that they got an early screening to Wicked, and it's phenomenal.
Oh, hopefully.
Hey, remember I said it's like each scene on Broadway, they described it as open a door, and there's 10 minutes more of that scene.
So here's the thing, it really it's like when you see Rent on stage, you have just this long table or whatever, but to see it on the streets of New York versus their fictitious on
You mean like in the
show,
movie?
exactly. How
Yes.
different is to take
Well, for
Wicked
sure.
to dive into us. I mean, because the show itself is breathtaking, so to take it even deeper is
Oh, for sure. And you know that John Chu, he created this masterpiece that Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande, I think every day of their lives.
if she wins an Oscar, she'll be an EGOT.
Oh, yes, she will.
Yep,
Oh,
so-
my gosh. Oh, she told.
Of course.
Hello. How was she not going to win for Best Leading Actress?
And here's the thing, normally we're not into the Oscars. This year,
We
we'll
most
be into-
definitely will be into the Oscars because Wicked, I
cannot
just
wait.
can't wait to see it. Sweet.
When I saw the intro at the movies the other day, just listening to the score, like the ending, Defying Gravity, and I'm thinking this theater is going to be filled with everybody singing
So
along.
is that how the first movie is going to
The
end?
end, like
Because the
intermission.
first act ends at Defying Gravity. Yeah.
And it's funny, when you've seen it one time, you know exactly when you can bolt to the bathroom versus, because there's you don't want to miss a thing from her flying into the, no one's going to ever weigh me down and tell me what I can do or not. And that Defying Gravity is just the most breathtaking, unexpected.
My favorite part of the show is her performing Defying Gravity and Popular, obviously, but that dramatic effect
The
of
Wizard and I.
yeah, there's nothing like it.
I've seen it so many times that I never want to miss a second of her flying, but I also know the line at the bathroom. So the minute it's the last, I like
You're an expert.
an expert. But that show,
It's
it transformed me because I don't know if I ever told you the story. The song "No Good Deed Goes Unpunished." You could do the nicest thing for somebody and you're still wrong. Like you could cure cancer in my family.
You're damned
And
if you
do-
you're damned if you don't.
So let me tell you, I don't know if I ever told you this story with Lisa on the chocolates and the Valentine's Day with the husband.
Maybe.
Okay.
Oh, I think.
Okay, but I'm gonna share it with our listeners. all of our listeners around the world. I love you guys so much.
I know, our international fan base.
Okay, so my cousin, step cousin, whatever, Lisa, she was married to this guy, and he was more my friend than they were married. It was weird. So every time before he would go home from work, he would come over and like get high. I think it was like 1995, 96. There
Was
were no.
he into you?
We were just good friends. He went to Beach High. He was more like my friend because he and Lisa were like, it just didn't work. You know why he was with her? Because of her money. I mean,
Did they
that's
get
it.
divorced quickly?
Yes.
Okay, I was just
Yeah,
curious.
yeah, it was very quick. I mean, there was not a lot spent on the wedding either.
Got it.
They knew because
Yeah.
he was like, I loved him so much. That would be so weird if I ever ran into him. I don't even know if I'd recognize him. So anyway, it was Valentine's Day. And I said, what are you bringing Lisa? And he said, nothing. I go, nothing?
Oh my God, okay, so that's a testament to what their marriage was like.
I was like, okay, me. I was like, you can't not bring her anything. So here, take my big box of heart chocolates and bring this to her, okay? I don't want her to be upset.
Of course, you're such a good person.
I know. That's what makes me so nice.
But
That's
then-
part of Wicked, if my fellow Aussians, if you get it. So then it comes out, I don't know how much after, that I gave the chocolate. Now, instead of saying that was so nice, it was, oh, so now Rick goes to your house. We're missing the point, people, but I didn't know how to say that back then.
It was her internal anger
Yep.
that her husband doesn't love her.
Oh, that wasn't her saying that to me. That was her and Nancy. And then Jerry. So now my good deed.
My face is disgusting.
Yeah, I know. But they have their crappy, yucky karma. We're not around them.
Of course, they have to.
Thank God we're not around those people, Tay.
True, the energy is so toxic, I wouldn't even want it.
The man threw me out of a shiva. Okay,
And
wait.
I used to say, in all honesty, Nancy and her husband are very, very, very wealthy, like extremely wealthy. And I used to say to my mom, well, I want a relationship with her. Like, she'll take me to nice places, nice trips. And my mom's like, no,
I'll take you.
Yeah,
There's
you'll
no
do
place.
it.
There is no place Nancy could take you that I can't take you
No,
to.
I agree.
I mean, come on. You've done anything is fabulous. I've learned fabulousness from her.
Take me Joe's. Like, I go to Joe's with you and Dad.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, gee, thank you. So in any event, but the one thing I did learn from that side of my family is just how to be glamorous and throw fabulous parties and to have great lighting and never have a lull in the room. Like
that is very true.
You always want that music going, whether it's the entrance music, the highlight of the party. Now, the coolest thing I will say, you were there, you were 9 months old.
Sorry, really quick, hold the thought, 9 months old.
Thank you.
I think it's so fucked up how you did the nicest thing. You helped this woman out on Valentine's Day so she wouldn't have a broken heart, and you got shit on it.
Oh, Tay, that's the smallest thing.
So fucked. Sorry, I was 9 months old.
Okay, I'm gonna hold the 9 months old. Do you know when it was like
Okay.
for Christmas parties or holiday parties or Hanukkah, whatever? I made individual Barbie dolls about each person and put them in front of their presents. Like Lisa loved to clean, so it was like little cleaner Barbie with all the accessories and
I would do free.
exactly. But whatever it
Yeah,
was, and everyone had. I mean,
That's so fucking adorable and so sweet.
I have so much creativity in me, but I used it so much of it up on people who didn't appreciate it. It became like not
I know,
fun.
more mature than something
That
you do.
suckity sucks.
Like for Brie, you do like
Oh,
all these awesome
I
things,
no. For
like,
people I love, I'll do
yes,
things.
It still comes out for sure. Okay, we've been holding this 9-month-old.
Okay, so the coolest thing I will say about my growing up with this bougie side of the family and the glamorous side in Miami society, it was Nancy Fancy Schmancy, her 50th birthday. Forget her 40th, which was the most over the top Rio de Janeiro theme. When I tell you they had
Oh my God, talk about fabulous.
wait, the hot pink feathers and the dancers and the stone crabs. It was just.
Oh my God, my dream. Okay.
No, it
that's
was-
literally my dream. Stone crabs and pink
No,
flamingo dancers.
You have no idea. But then her
Okay.
50th, she rented out a place on South Beach. I think it was called the Russian Tea Room or something like that.
The Russian tea room. That's in
New York.
City.
So this was
The
something.
equivalent to it.
It
in
was like a
Miami.
night. No, it was just like a club or whatever. So
Okay.
she rented out during the day. All her high society people with the DJ, all ladies, and all of a sudden they start playing "Staying Alive," and her best friend happened to be Linda Gibb, Barry's wife.
Oh my
So,
God. Hello, if you don't know, Barry Gibb sings "Stay
Bee
Alive," the
Gees.
Bee Gees. Yeah.
So I'm like
Wait,
looking.
is it called the Bee Gees because it's B.G. Barry Gibb?
But maybe, or the boys, they're boys and whoever, I don't know. But anyway, so I look at her, I go, this is probably the coolest moment ever, dancing to "Staying Alive" when you're you're married to the man who wrote Staying Alive.
Hello, like the most
I'm
famous
like-
song ever.
I'm like,
Of course.
this is so cool. It's so cool. I mean, it was fabulous. So this is how I grew up. So you were 9 months old, and I had the nanny with you downstairs, which
The flashing girl from Flushing. Sorry, I know
boop.
the different nanny, but I just had to throw that in there. So you had the
okay.
nanny with me downstairs.
Yep, and Queen Fran also has our acknowledgement in the book, and I just love the nanny. Just shout out.
A shout out to her. And speaking of your book, let's end this episode talking about what just happened this past Saturday. Take the floor, Miss Marni.
Oh my gosh, I thought I was going to a book signing during the day, but then I realized, wait, it's my signing and reading. So I'm holding a microphone in friggin' Barnes & Noble, sharing my story, signing my book, and I have not wanted to do that for so long. I don't know, I just didn't have I think changing my book, changing the pictures, changing some of the acknowledgments and rejudging my book gave me the passion to now I really want to speak more about it, and the world is more receptive to hearing about mental health. So it was,
For sure.
but it's like, it's so weird. Like my imposter syndrome. It's like, wait, Marni, you did this. You can have like.
I was so proud of you. Bree and I were watching you, so proud of you, talking to these people, selling the books, signing them, people coming to listen and watch you read. I mean, it was so special for me.
Oh,
to see
thank
you. Do something
you.
so extra-
I was so proud of you and Brianna Tay. You guys, the way you were just your support, and this never would have happened.
Yeah, we
And
truly love you and are so proud of you. And I know that this was a huge step for you. So I'm beaming with pride.
Oh, and
I'm
I
so
loved-
happy that we sold some books and met some people. And really quickly, I really just want to say this funny little anecdote. There was this guy kind of lingering around the table for like almost an hour, and Bree and I are like, who is this guy? He hasn't come up to us, whatever. My dad, after the fact, told us he overheard him.
he went by to see what he was saying, because he kept walking by.
Right.
So
And this guy was like saying to whoever he was on the phone with, I think there's some like famous author here. I don't know who she
Love
is,
it.
but whatever. And the fact that someone
thought
called
I was
you,
famous.
it's
No.
made my mom's whole life. So thank you, Dolphins. He was in a Dolphins jersey. So
No.
thank you, Dolphins, man.
And shout out to Eddie Garfinkel, my friend since kindergarten, because he represents, you read it in my book, Treasure Island, Miami Beach, the only happiness I ever had. And he's like, I remember Marni Michelson with your curly hair, long curly hair, and I added the long curly. And I wasn't like,
I know. No, that was actually so sweet that someone who you haven't
No.
seen in 50 years, 45 years,
40 something
whatever.
years. It just was the sweetest thing. And that's what
so sweet.
so he is just one of the, and he's just he and his wife look so sweet together, and he's just one of those sweet people. And so that meant the world to me. And
Me too. It
and
meant a lot to me too.
it was very cool. And of course, Roseanne and Chris and Angela, love them. I can't wait to see you guys at Christmas. And
yourself to
yes, I do. I'm also, Roseanne doesn't realize that there's going to be a little picture of me on the wall. I'm going to scoot someone over. And I love this family.
They would die.
I know that we are family connected somehow.
Yeah.
So I'm going to end this episode on never let anyone burst your bubble. You put yourself in that fictitious, clear bubble.
Dancing with
Oz
the stars, anything bubble.
I know. Now, here's the thing, my fellow Ozians. It's time.
You're so funny, fellow Aussies.
I cannot wait to somehow be Elphaba for one of our Halloween episodes, but not painting myself green.
No, we'll do it in a trendy,
chic way.
Yeah.
Exactly. But I'm defying gravity, Tay.
Hell yeah, you are.
I mean, this is just, when I meet the wizard, then they'll understand my worth. When I meet the wizard, what I've waited for since birth. Okay, I love you guys. Never let anyone ever dull your sparkle. We love you so much.
To the moon and back.
Yes, I love it. So love you, fellow Ozians and fellow fabulous people. Have a fabulous day. Bye.
Thank you for tuning in to Fabulously Flawed. Remember, every Tuesday and Thursday, it's your time to join Marni and Taylor, the mother-daughter duo that's redefining family time with a twist, putting the fun in dysfunction, one episode at a time. Craving more? Visit us at fabulouslyflawed.com. And don't miss out on the feel-good vibes with our exclusive merch at fabulouslyflawed.net. That's with 2 Ds on Etsy. Keep your sparkles shining and spread that fabulous energy.